Hey you guys, Stuart Pidlong, the most targeted citizen. Trying to get focused in here on the dream. Wow, nothing's showing up. Hold on a minute, let me get it brought up here. Is that it? Oh, where's it at? There it is. It's really bright, but I can't. I'm dyslexic right now. As you see it right there in front of my house. See it blinking? Let's go. Oh, there's another one back here too. Let's see which one shows up. Here it comes. I braced up against the window of the car so my hand's not moving except the shaking that's happening. The elevation and front and back stayed the same. So I'm just moving with the window. And it's right there with me the whole entire time. Literally moving with me as I go. It's the exact same distance from me at all times. It never gets farther away from me and never gets closer to me. It's always just like it is. See? Still in the window. How am I pointed forwards and it's still in view? That's because it's huge. See, I haven't moved my hand yet and it's still there. Still haven't moved my hand. See, it's on the other side of the road. See it? It's actually farther up. See it right there? See it right there across the road? It's across the road now. When it was in front of my house, now it's across the road. Let's see if these are pigs. This is the pig behind me. Let's see if the pig's behind me. Nope, pig ain't behind me this time. Okay, it's right here. It's coming up behind me. I don't want to risk wrecking here. Just show it. But it's right there with me. I just pulled you forward. There's always one right up above me. Oh, there's that one straight ahead. It's always a little bit dimmer, but it's always ahead of me. And here's something a lot of people will say. This is the litmus test for all the people that want to doubt and deny. Hey, it's clear now. Yeah, it's clear. It's back there. Here's the litmus test that the people always say to prove that I'm wrong. Okay, are you listening? At all times, there are at least 6 to 9. I'd say they're always there all the time, at every time. The same drones are always there, but it really depends on lighting. It depends on fog, weather, etc. I'm going to pull in this parking lot and show you something. I'm going to show you the drone. Oh, that bright light's going to make it hard. Oh, the bright light. It's going to make it hard to see. Oh, the bright light's too bright. It's right there, but you can't see it for the bright light. There it is, right there. See it, middle screen, see it still flashing? Isn't that weird? Okay. So there's always one right in front of me. And listen, I'm going to go up the road and go where I'm going to go. Let's see, there it is, bright. Anyway, the litmus there's the one. You can kind of see it clearly now. I don't think it's going to show up, but there's always one in front. And this is the litmus test for people. Well, why don't you set up a camera on the drone and then you drive away and we'll see if it drives away with you? Well, you see, there's always a second drone that you cannot see. Are you listening? There's always a drone with a less bright light. In the darkness, your eyes focuses on the brightest light. So that test never works because it will always appear that it's standing still because it's a separate drone that comes right up, boop, and shows itself to be in the exact same place when it's not. Drone lights are hard to see anyway. But see, oh my God, I wish it would show up because it's literally right ahead of me. The same one, it's always ahead of me. Anyway, we're gonna go to this restaurant or up to this store. I mean, scroll this back down again. Oh, is that a pig? Yep, that's a pig over there. Another pig. Better slow down. It's 35 mile an hour through here. They love busting people. For all the people that are here because of my Greek Lock videos, that's not my only content. I'm a Christian. I'm a terrible Christian, which means I'm a sinner. I sin every day, and I don't deserve the love of God, and I don't deserve Jesus dying on the cross for me, and I hope I don't go to hell. I try, but we always could try harder. It's just so hard when you see it. I see injustice, and it makes me mad. I hate to see people abused. I hate to see people being taken advantage of. I hate to see people put in a cage because they ain't got enough money to get a sticker on their car. Think about that. In America, you have to pay for permission to feed your family. Are you listening? In America, you have to pay the state for permission to feed your family. And everybody's like, well, we have to get the permission. You know why that's in effect? COVID showed us why you have to get permission to feed your family. Just like when you have to have a business license to be in business. You don't need permission. But the government, the state, demands that you get permission because that's the only stranglehold they have on you besides your freedom. Now, I'm going to pause this real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, so I'll show you. Let me zoom in. There it is. The bright and shining star. Can you see it? Where'd it go? Wow, it's really, really bright, and then it got dim again. There it is. Is that it? Yeah, that's it right there. Right in the center of the screen. Let's see if this camera's... Before it gets really, really cold in North Carolina. There it is, right there. Shining bright. See the red, white, and blue? Yeah, that's my life. Okay. But COVID showed us, unfortunately COVID showed us, it proved us the problem. COVID proved that when you didn't want to listen to what the government said, that they'll take away your business license. So we're going to give you this imaginary license that gives you power. It gives you power to do what? Gives you power to buy and sell as a business, as a business entity. So you have permission to do that as long as you got a piece of paper saying you have permission to do it. Okay. Well, that was what COVID proved. Is that's what those business licenses are for, to keep you in check. If you do something the government don't want you to do, we're going to take away your ability. Look at that. See? And let me remind you, that's not even full magnification how bright that drone is. See it? Now remember, it was in front of my home, but now it's not. So here's something I'm going to say, and if you're a Christian follower, if you're from the Christian side of things, I'm going to tell you some things that's going to disturb you. As you see right now, I've got my hand, I got the phone against the window, and I got the phone, my hand on the rearview mirror. Trying to keep it focused so it doesn't move back and forth. So it should be in the same spot when I get on the other head. And there's the other one right directly in front of me. I know it doesn't show up as brightly. But what people, especially Christians, need to realize, and Greg Locke doesn't understand, and a lot of Christians don't understand, that, dude, that's a pig right there. I believe in the demonic realm because the Bible says so. There are demons, there are evil beings out there, and they hate us. They hate God's children. They hate everything about us as a people. Well, what a lot of people don't understand is demons can talk to us. They are audible, and they can speak through us. But one thing that a lot of people don't believe, especially Christians, and especially the fake woke people out there, or awoken people, is they don't know about the technology that Satan has helped bring forth. See, there's a pig right there. Am I going to go chasing pigs tonight? I don't know if I want to chase a pig tonight. Am I in the mood? No, not really. Okay, let me get back on that drone. So here's the thing. They have technology that puts voices in your head. What? Yes. They have technology that can put voices in your head to make you crazy, to drive you crazy, to make you think you're crazy. And when you hear the voices, you'll think that you're lost your ever-loving mind. So a lot of Christians don't believe that. They don't believe it. They don't believe that they have voice-to-skull technology. That's what it's called, voice-to-skull technology. They have a weapon that they can put vibrations, which equals sound, into your mind. They can not only do that, but they can read your mind. And I've tested this theory many, many, many times, and another proof of it is the other night I was sitting there watching YouTube, and I said, I said to myself, in other words, I thought to myself, I haven't seen this channel pop up in a very long time. The very next day, it pops up. Within 12 hours, it popped up in my feed. The same thing, that very same thing happened twice, where I was like, this hasn't popped up in my feed, and boom, it popped up. Everything that they're talking about, like Neuralink, that Elon's trying to do, and all this meta crap that Zuckerberg, where they're trying to read the mind, they've had that technology for years. For 50 years that they've had the technology that can read your mind. See, they don't tell us those things. They don't tell us the technology they have until it's so old and it's about to come out. It's already been exposed. There's the drone over there. See how bright it is? See how bright it is? Let me go up here. If I don't get run and slap over. And I'll show you the droney. We'll get up here where the pigs are always messing with people. Why do I call cops pigs? Because they are. They are. They're pigs. They're absolute disgusting pigs. Let me show you. Looky there. Right there's the same drone that was dead in front of my house. You see? That's a demon. That's a demon. You need to get that demon cast out. Well, they have technology that can read your mind. They have technology that can implant thoughts into your mind. They can put voices in your head, and there's a difference between voices and thoughts as well. When this program first started for me, and it's been really my whole life. I've been in this program my entire life. Is that another pig? Yeah, I think that's another pig. I've been in this program my whole life. So my whole life, they would put a thought in my head when I got around elderly people and little babies. They'd be like, well, punch them, kick them, hit them, grab them, throw them. Do something violent to the weakest among the weak among us. And I'm not a mean, violent person, but they would put those thoughts in my head. And listen, every one of us, they know the code to unlock your mind. You have a resonant frequency. Listen to me, all of you church folk. You have a resonant frequency. Exact same thing as a radio and an antenna. Radio signals come on a frequency. The same with you. You have a resonant frequency. And once they dial into that, they know what you think. They know they know your memories. They can literally go into your mind, into your memory banks, and pull out every single memory you've ever had. And they use your memories and all your emotions to their advantage. So when these people start hearing voices and tell them to go up and do mass casualty events at schools or at synagogues or to government buildings, that's how evil they are. The most publicized story of this was, one of the most publicized stories was Aaron Alexis. Aaron Alexis had top security clearance at many government buildings and naval bases. I think I'm hunting pigs. Oh, this light's too bright to see it. The light's too bright. The light's too bright. The light's too bright. Let me go down here. That light's way too bright. See, right there's the drone again. You remember it was right in front of my house. No, you can really see the blue in it now. I'll blow it up for you so you can see it better. See, and there's the other one. It's right in front of me again. See, there's always one directly in front of me. Whichever direction I'm going, it gets in front of me. That's why people say, "What drone's not following you? How's it following you if it's in front of you?" That's a good one. But getting back to your resonant frequency. Once they know your resonant frequency, they can tap into your mind and know every single thing about you, and there's nothing that you can do about it. They can control your emotions. They can control everything you do. There it is, red, white, and blue. Man, that light's so bright over there. Let me get behind the pole so it blocks the light. There you go. And there's the light right above the pole. Where's it at? Oh, doggone. Can't see it. Right there the drone is. See how far it is away from me now? It's always at least one city block away. One city block away. Here's the other one that's always in front of me. That one. That's another one right there. Yeah, there's that, literally that video away. There's that many that follow me all the time. All the time. But yeah, once they have your resonant frequency, they can read your mind. They know your thoughts. They know how to implant into your thoughts. There's nothing you can do that they don't know. So a lot of these people that they say, well, we got, when somebody does some kind of random crime when it involves somebody important, they say, oh, well, we caught them over on this security footage. No. they know is, and the movie that comes closest to the technology is Minority Report with Tom Cruise. Minority Report with man, it's amazing how much a camera doesn't move fast to focus when you're not zoomed in. But Minority Report, where they literally convicted people for pre-crime. There's another movie that's very close to my life, and it's called Eagle Eye, with Shia LaBeouf before he went nuts. Where the deal was is he was a twin, had a twin who had top security clearance to turn this weapon on. Well, this AI computer, this weapon, put all these people into effect to go and bomb congressmen at like a concert, a classical concert. So everywhere that Shia LaBeouf would go, turn left, Jerry. Turn right, Jerry. Go straight through this, Jerry. And the stoplights would turn green and red, whatever it took to escort him to his destination. That's happened to me before. When my targeting first went overt, I was at my home, my 10 acres of land that I loved so dearly and never got to enjoy because I was a workaholic. I tried to leave. I tried to get out of the county. And within minutes, they set up roadblocks with construction workers. Government agents dressed up like construction workers with combs and orange vests. They just ran out there and blocked the entire interstate exit off. So I turned around and go back to my buddies. And boom, drones are on top of me. And back then, we knew nothing about drones. We knew nothing about drones back then. Literally, this one perp that was put into my life to help target me, they friend you. We're going to my house, and we look up, the entire sky followed us. We're like, what's going on? The stars are moving. We thought it was stars, but it was drones. We had no idea. And even back then, I told people that, hey, there's a what's that? A glider. The ones that's got the parachute. No, it's got the little wings. It's got like a little Volkswagen engine on it. Aero gliders. There was one of those that kept circling my home, way out in the country, nowhere near an airport. They can and of course we didn't know that there were drones, but the drones could use lights. They would cast just like a drive-in movie theater, where they would put the word murderer in 8-foot letters on the front bank of my house after they murdered my fiance. Just to drive me crazy, they can hack into all your, and I've showed videos of the pixel-in-pixel images in all of my media. I can go online right now and just pick a random picture, and I can go in it, save it, blow it up, turn it sideways, and show you pictures of my life from different surveillance cameras, from my own cell phone camera, catching weird shots of, like when you're just holding your camera, it just happens to pick a picture of you. I can show you picture after picture of those kind of things. Just in random pictures I take off the web. It's embedded in all of my meta. It's this AI tech is the most evil stuff that you can ever imagine. And you can't imagine. So for all you Christians, when somebody says that they're hearing voices, don't go straight to demons. Because it'll get you the same effect. Because if you tell someone, especially a loved one, I have voices in my head, what's the first thing you do? You don't trust them. Oh, they're crazy. Or they're under demonic attack. Either way, you're ostracized by the ones you love. Well, just let me pray over you, and we'll cast that demon out. And then people, and this is another side effect of the program, especially with uninformed Christians. We'll cast the demon out. And a day later, the voices don't stop. Well, I guess God isn't real, because they prayed over me and the demons didn't stop. Well, let me tell you this much. You need to use that same judgment when it comes to these doctors that can give you a pill to stop the voices. Wouldn't it be weird if the medical industry were tied in hand with the people that have this machine that puts voices in your head, and then they get paid money to prescribe you medicine to stop the voices that they're putting in your head? Does that sound weird to you? Does that sound strange? Are you getting it yet? Huh? Just like with the last health debacle. Remember that one? The big V? So they put the voices in your head, and then they sell you the medicine to stop the voices in your head. That's kind of like giving you a cold and then selling you the medicine that treats the cold. But notice, just like with cancer, it's cheaper to treat your cancer than it is to cure it. And they have the cure. Many men have discovered cures for cancer, and they ended up dead. As you see, there's the drone. Now, let me show you some stars. You see them stars right there? You see those stars? That's a drone right there, a right one. Well, let me look around, and I'm going to see if you see any other stars. You notice there are none. There's the other drone, the one that's always right above my head. But see, the other stars you can't see. See, there's a plane. I know the light's kind of blinding it. Let me see if it picks up. It's not going to pick up. Even an airplane barely. There it is. See that airplane? See how bright that is? How is that airplane just as not near as bright as that right there when that's supposedly a star or a planet? Because it's not a star or a planet. It blinks. It's a drone. We're under constant surveillance, and why me? Why I'm on a government watch list? Well, because they've experimented on me since birth, and I don't know why. My one grandfather was a peace lover. He hated war. He went AWOL from the war. My other grandfather was a Purple Heart veteran who got injured, who got shot. I believe he got shot in, is either in Korea or in Germany, one of the two. I don't know. Was it my social security number popped up and I was the next one on the list? That's the biggest question when it comes to targeted individuals. Why me? Why me? Some people are put on this targeted hit list because they spoke out. They become activists. They started to speak out against, government whistleblowers. Look at Dr. Robert Duncan. He's a big one. CIA, NSA, graduated Harvard. A literal genius. And he's been a targeted individual ever since he came out on the Jesse Ventura show, Conspiracy Theories. If you don't know, you need to go and look up that show, Conspiracy Theories with Jesse Ventura. I think it's a different name, but it was on Spike TV. But that show saved my life because it showed me exactly what was happening to me. And I broke down. I was like, that stopped my descent, because up to that point, I'd already attempted suicide 3 or 4 times and actually died two or three times that I had attempted, died, and was brought back only by the grace of God to be here today to tell you. So it's an evil, evil, evil world. And I'm a sinner. I'm a sinner. I can only try to do better tomorrow. There's the other drone right in front of me, always ahead of me. And there's the brightest one at the pole. So I'm 22 minutes in. Look up voice to God technology, voice of God technology, voice to skull technology. Look up that. You can see the patents for all that technology. They have mind reading tech. You look up the patents for mind reading technology. There's all kinds of patents for everything I'm telling you about. They have a patent, and it is a working model. So now I want you to look at our leaders. Go look at Joe Biden and tell me that man's in control of his faculties. What if there's a voice in his head telling him to do everything he's doing? That means that leaders now don't even have to be blackmailed. They don't have to be blackmailed. They don't have to be paid. They don't have to be bribed. You can just use this weapon, boom, and put a thought in their head and make them do all these things. Look at Mitch McConnell. You tell me that man can even wipe his own ass? He's blanked out on TV like he's right here interviewing. And all his handlers just grab and say, okay, that's enough questions right now, and push them on out of the way. Are you telling me our leaders in control of their faculties? No. The CIA is in control of everything and everyone. They can change your mind just like that. That's why the Bible says, and God says, take every thought captive. Be as wise as a serpent. Think about that. God's telling us to take every thought you have captive, especially when you're under this technology. God knew this technology was real. Back in the days, back 100 years ago, it would be considered witchcraft. They used technology as witchcraft to manipulate God's people, and even people who aren't God's. That's how terrifying it actually is. That's why you have to plead the blood of Jesus over yourself. You have to try to keep your emotions leveled off. You have to get rest. If you don't rest, you're easily susceptible to this technology. I am who I am. I'm gonna go to the house. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Look up the technology. I've actually had videos of the patents and all the information. According to that stuff, I had all the information. And of course the videos all got took down, the channels got removed, and they erased everything I was trying to do. So it is what it is. December 11, 2023, 10:04, 33 degrees. I'm in my insulated drawers and my freezer pants, but I feel good. Anyway, drone. God bless.